tomorrow.
No, that's the threat. You know, sometimes if I like, sorry.
Did you know you were going to do that?
Huh?
See, any
No,
of
that was
these
an
things I can
accident.
ask.
No, my hand was going to do that, but your camera was in the way, so it happened. You see? Okay, so what I'm trying to say is, if somebody comes to me and I see a threat, it's an instant reaction. You get it?
Yeah, that's intuition.
It's instant reaction. So the thing is, did I think about doing that? If you knew I'm going to punch you, for example, not that I am, yeah, you're going to have an instant reaction of moving back a bit or do something.
Yeah, but not everybody's going to do that.
Everybody
And part of that is instinct. So,
yes, instinct. So where does instinct come from?
If you unpack it from a neurology and a neuroscientific point of view, those things that are happening so quickly, when you unpack it and you slowly look at them, what you're saying doesn't work in reality.
Are you saying that we are not controlling?
We're in the illusion. That's why I said we're in the illusion of control. It seems like we're in control, so we might be, let's say, 70% in control. But we're not fully in control. As when I asked this lady, are you fully in control of your thoughts and your actions? And if you think about it, that's impossible. That's impossible. Because it means that you have to think about the next thought prior to it coming in your head, which is a non-starter. So the next thought that comes into your head, you don't know what it's going to be. Now you think it will, but if you investigate this, and I've taken quite some time to study this,
Where we
it's a
getting with this?
non-starter.
Let's suppose that's
No, because this lady was chatting about free will and my reason why I wouldn't accept an unconditionally loving God. You've heard me before.
Then you can't control your mind. You can't trust anything that you do. Then with that mentality, what you're thinking, you can't trust anything because you're saying the thoughts that you have in your head. It's not even from you. So then you.
Now you're going to the extreme. Remember, I'm saying. I know you like going to the extreme.
Man, I like going to
I'll bring you back from extreme. I said it's the illusion of free will. So I have what seems to me to be free will, and because I've acted in a consistent manner in the rest of my life, there's no reason to think that I'm going to disappear, fly, drop down dead, or whatever the case. I don't know, but I believe. Now we need to go to the belief.
It's complex.
No, it doesn't. If I explain it to you, it's not as complex as you think. Because I need to, and I tried to explain last time we were at dinner about knowledge and belief, but I don't think you got it.
Maybe you didn't.
How about this? Let me share with you this. I have a container of marbles. There's a number of marbles that fill the container. The number of marbles in the container is either odd or even. Would we all agree that? Is there anybody who thinks that there's another answer?
As long as you know that's what's in
it. There's a number of marbles in there. The number is either odd or even.
Okay.
Do we agree with that? Everybody agrees. Okay. What happens if I come to each one of you and I said the number of marbles is even? That's all I said to you.
50-50 chance.
What would be your response to me?
Prove it.
That's reasonable. So here's three options you have. You can accept my claim, you can reject my claim, or you can say I don't know. All I say to you is the number of gumballs is even. What would you say to me?
I would count it.
I'm just giving you this. What do you say about it? What do you say when I say the number of marbles is even? What do you say to me?
How do you know that?
Can be possible.
Which one of these three options would you choose? I need to phrase my question. Would you accept my position? Would you reject my position, or would you say I don't know?
I can't accept it. You're using logic. So therefore you don't know whether.
So you would say, what would you say? Accept, reject, or don't know?
Accept or reject it. I don't know.
I would reject if I was shocked about what I saw.
You're kind of close, and this is important because a lot of people make that mistake.
Prove it, as the gentleman said over there.
If I came to you and I said the number of marbles in the container is even because I dreamt it, what would be your position?
Then we will do your dream.
Yeah, would you accept my claim? Would you reject it? Would you say I don't know?
I reject it.
Say again?
If he said he dreamed about it, I'll reject it because that's your reality.
Now, interestingly enough, you've got the right answer. Why is Ali correct? Unbeknownst to him, I'm not sure that he knows why. Because I've made a claim. You are entitled to reject the claim if there's not good reasons, and I haven't met the burden of proof. Would we agree? You do not have to say I don't know. You can say, Rob, I reject your claim. That does not mean that you think there's an uneven number, an odd number. It just means that you reject my positive claim.
So due to your explanation of having a dream.
Because I don't have enough evidence for it.
Yeah.
But we all agree that there's either odd or even number. But we don't know, do we? None of us here know. But I'm making a claim there's even, and all I've said to you is, I believe it's even because I dreamt it. Would you agree that you're entitled to reject my assertion that it's even.
Your assertion.
Because I said it's
Yeah.
I dreamt it.
Because you said it's a dream. If you did not say it's a dream, we know there's a 50-50 possibility it's odd or even. So I would have gone with it. If you didn't bring the dream into
What would
it,
you have gone with it?
I would have said there's either it's 50-50.
Would you accept, reject, or would you don't know? If I didn't tell you a dream, all I said to you was
Okay, but
there's an even number.
Can I not say 50-50? Can I not say there's a chance?
Well, when you say 50-50, translate that in one of three options.
Because you're
what does
saying
that mean? You don't know.
You're saying there's a possibility it can be even. Yeah? Or are you saying that?
I'm saying it's even.
Oh, it's
I'm
even.
saying it's even. Yes.
I'll say there's a possibility, but I will not.
Okay, but which one of those three? Because if you think about it, you've only got three options. You can accept that I say what I say is true. You can say, Rob, no, I don't agree with you. You can say, Rob, I don't know.
I'll say I don't know. Yeah. If you said about your dream, I'll reject it.
But if I didn't say that a dream, you would say I don't know.
I'll say I don't know.
So I'm actually more unreasonable when I didn't have the dream and you're saying I don't know. So you need to think about that. You should reject it immediately. The more reasons I give you, the more likely you are to accept it. Most of us.
Having a dream is not evidence.
No, but it's one reason. It's one reason. So if I just said to you it's uneven, but this is important because he's asking me. So when somebody, it's exactly the same with God. When somebody says to me, I believe a God exists and I believe it's Allah, for me it's unreasonable. I reject that claim immediately because it's a belief
You
claim.
used a very bad example.
No, it's not.
Very bad.
No, it's not.
Rob,
You didn't
we can
understand.
show you evidence that there's God exists.
That's what you think.
No, I can show you.
I know you do. That's not the point. We're
That
not-
is. You just use that
Ali,
example
that's
to
not
say
the point.
But you just said that to
Ali.
say that God doesn't exist. I said we can prove to God exists.
You think you can.
We
That's
can.
not the point.
That is
You
the point.
bringing me a claim. Do you agree you're bringing me a claim?
Yes.
That's
What claim are you bringing?
I'm bringing evidence.
No. What claim are you
Yeah, the
bringing?
proof
God
of
exists.
God.
Correct.
Yes.
You don't know God exists, but you believe God
No.
exists.
I know God exists, and I believe God exists.
You can't know and believe.
No.
Well, you can, but
you can. I can. What I believe is supported with evidence.
I know you think so.
What I know. No, I think so.
Remember something. You are coming to
I never
me.
saw my landlord, but I pay my rent.
Good for you.
The agency. I never met him. I believe that there is a landlord. So what's your point here? What are you trying to?
No.
Now the point I'm trying to make, sir, is the following. When a religious person comes to me and says that God exists,
We're talking about the ideology.
Let him finish. Uncle.
when somebody comes to me with a supernatural claim, an extraordinary claim, this is not a normal claim. It's not like your landlord. That's a normal claim. If you said to me,
Yeah, but so is the marble.
No.
yeah, but the marbles was an analogy to show the difference between knowledge and belief. Did you get that difference?
You know why?
Did you?
You know why I would say it's supernatural.
It gets in the way.
You know why I would say it's supernatural? Yeah. Let me tell you what's supernatural. I can explain, for example, I can give evidence to why God exists. What's supernatural and magical is the fact that atheists come to us and tell us from nothing something came, from chance something. That's magical to me. That is like, wow, if we have a creator God, we know we can start the universe. Answer that question. But what's so magical to me is when you come and say it came from nothing, it randomly made itself. I find that magical. That's magical to me. With no
I appreciate
disrespect.
that.
I think that's magical.
I appreciate
so
that's what you think.
believing a creator, it's not just us believing blind faith. No. We look.
But
we
did I
sa-
say it's blind faith? I never made that claim.
Okay. So then, how could you say it's something like unnatural, supernatural? I think believing in God is natural. It's natural. It's
I know you
actually
do.
natural, and we have evidence for that. Yeah, we have evidence by looking into the DNA.
You're repeating things I already know. I know that
Then
you're
why do you
believing.
accept God?
Because I think it's an unreasonable claim. It has not met its burden of proof from my point of view. Your belief in a God, from my point of view, is unreasonable. I've just explained the whole difference between knowledge and belief, which you seem to get, but now you seem to have
But we have
completely
gone
missed
through
the
it,
point.
but so people can learn. Why do you believe it's unreasonable?
Because you haven't met the burden of proof. You've got a supernatural claim, but you're bringing evidence. So you think it's an open and shut case.
Yeah.
When I examine your evidence, as you and I have spoken many times, I find your evidence at least lacking, if not completely fallacious.
Can we go through the evidence?
No. Yes, we can.
Yeah, let's go for
Okay,
it.
but for people, so they
You
can
want to
benefit.
go? You want to?
So people can benefit, yeah? Okay, our claim for God existence is one of the following. Yeah, we've got many. Let's go with the Kalama, yeah? Which Rob thinks is weak. You guys be a judge. I want you guys to be...
No, don't have people as a judge. You think for yourself.
Think for yourself.
That's all I'm
Think
going
for
to say.
yourself.
I don't say to you stop believing, by the way.
Okay.
I just say think for yourself.
Think for yourself.
Step forward.
We
That's
believe
Make it
everything
feel
that
now.
begins to exist has a cause. Yes? Everything that begins to exist has a cause. That's our claim. Yeah? Now, if something begins to exist as a cause, we need to ask where that cause, where did it come from, yeah? We know, as far as we know, right, the universe began to exist. Yes? We have three options for our atheist friends, yeah? Or even four. It either came from nothing. It either created itself, or it was created.
Or it was exists.
or it always exists. Okay, infinite. Let's say infinite, yeah? No problem. Okay. Can we add anything else onto this? Just to be fair with everyone. It either came from nothing, it either created itself, it was created, or it's infinite.
Or we don't know.
Oh, okay. Let's say we don't know. Yeah, we don't know. By the way, doesn't mean, for example, if in the Amazon forest, yeah, do you guys reckon right this second a tree fell? Probably, yeah. Okay, but do we know it did?
No.
But just because we don't know, does that mean that tree didn't fall? It does, because you said one question. One of them can be I don't know. Just because you don't know something doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
That's right.
Exactly. So I don't know. It goes?
It's a weak argument.
It's a weak argument. Then address it.
Sure. So you're saying
Okay, why is it weak, brother?
What's your point?
Okay, I just made the point. You said it's not valid. So tell me how it's not valid.
Because something fell in Africa in the Amazon rainforest.
Yeah, but was you aware that it happened?
I didn't know it happened.
Did you observe it happen?
If you're basing your beliefs on that way of thinking, that's a weak.
I never said that. I
wouldn't believe something.
I never said that, brother. Brother, I never said that. I said, is there any other option? You said we could say I don't know. I said just because you don't know doesn't mean that thing doesn't exist. For example,
I'd rather know something. And then
I know, bro. That's what we're gonna come to. Yeah. I don't know.
That's the only point I'm making.
Okay, all right. Then don't have a problem with it. Okay. Now I don't know. We can put that into the basket. Can something come from nothing?
We don't know.
We don't know.
Something comes.
Can zero make one?
If you're playing with words, yeah, but you have to
I'm not
define
playing with words. I'm giving you. Look. Can zero equal
I don't know what
one?
nothing is.
Actually, it's the absence of something.
But that doesn't exist.
yeah, that's conceptual. It's conceptual.
I'm saying absence. Nothing is the absence of something. If nothing is there, how do you get something? If you have zero, would you ever get one? If I had 1 million zeros, would you ever get one?
In maths, no.
No, not in maths, in general. If there was nothing, if I said there is 1 trillion nothings, would you ever get one? Or anything?
But I can't conceptualize.
Brother, nothing. Okay, no disrespect there.
It's something.
Yeah, but brother, no disrespect. Nothing is
Then
nothing,
you're just playing with
man.
words. It's just words.
Brother, what words are you talking about? Nothing is nothing.
Yeah, I accept.
Then how can you get something from nothing?
Okay, with that example, then.
No, you can't. Look, I'm not trying
The
to.
problem that Ali has is he has a conceptual version
Yeah,
of it, which is the absence of anything.
Yeah.
Now scientists have a different version of it.
Yeah,
You have to
from
define
what
nothing.
nothing is.
From that, a universe can come.
Yeah,
Ali rejects that.
Yeah.
On what grounds, I don't know. Just because it doesn't
But
like
that's
it.
what
Can
I'm
we address the argument?
Because you're talking conceptuality, you're talking
No,
reality,
brother,
what we know.
What Rob just said, science claims that nothing is actually something. We're saying absence. You know, sometimes I really wonder, look, do you guys understand when I say nothing?
Yeah, the general term, nothing.
Nothing. Look, nothing is nothing, man. Seriously, guys, nothing is
So take it forward,
nothing.
there's nothing.
Now, from
You can't define something, nothing, pointing by defining, getting rid of what does exist.
yeah, but uncle, I'm just saying, if you have zero, if you have zero, would you ever get one? I'm just saying.
Tell me what nothing is.
Yeah, Ali, on a conceptual level, imagine 1 to infinity, yeah, going positively, hold on, and then imagine 0 going negatively. So you got 1, 2, 3, then you got -1, -2, -2.
You're missing the
What's
brother.
the
That
total
might-
sum?
No, brother.
The total sum is nothing,
Brother.
but you still got everything.
Brother.
So you have to be clear
Brother,
on your
I'm
terms.
not saying -1. I'm not saying +1. I'm saying 0.
Yeah.
0.
Yeah,
Nothing.
so zero. So what about-
if you have 1 trillion zeros, would you ever get one?
No,
you have 1 trillion zeros.
Sorry?
You got a tree, you got a number of zeros.
Brother.
Still nothing.
If I said to you, okay. If I said to you, nothing plus nothing plus nothing, would
What
you
about,
ever get
what about
one?
1 plus minus 1?
Be zero.
Brother, you guys just went somewhere else.
Make it
Look, let me just, 1 second. If I said I have,
This is the problem, you're talking concept, talking reality.
Brother, nothing is nothing, man. Brother, if you put a little bit to me and I said, look, I have nothing, he's gonna say, this guy doesn't have nothing. What can I do? Let me go home. Nothing is nothing.
You can't define absolute nothing.
I cannot believe we're defining nothing. Can you guys believe
Okay,
it?
so there's nothing.
Brother, this is funny.
You're asking, can something come from nothing?
Yes.
On your conceptual level, probably not.
No, any level. Show me anything that comes from nothing. Anything.
But in reality, what you find...
Brother, show me one example. Say to me, Ali, I was walking down the road, a banana pop into existence. Thank you.
In reality, give me
Brother,
examples.
reality, I'm saying if you're walking and a banana comes into existence, would you believe that?
No.
Thank you, so I'm saying from nothing comes.
But there is something there. If you're walking down the street,
Are we arguing for the sake of
How much money do you
Okay, I'm gonna move on. So then, look, yeah. As far as we know,
on a very superficial level.
brother, you're saying stupid, but you're not addressing the issue. Let me just move on here, because from nothing comes. I'm sure
On a
everybody,
conceptual level.
Muslim, non-Muslim, anyone agrees with that.
On a conceptual level.
Brother, any level, nothing is nothing.
Okay, define nothing. How many examples of nothing?
Aki,
Does it exist? Does nothing exist?
it's the absence.
Give me an
of something.
example of nothing somewhere.
Absence of something.
Give physical example of something that's nothing. Where is
Can you
nothing?
give an
Where can I
example
find
of
nothing?
nothing?
Brother, this is my point. Yeah? You know, the universe began to exist. What was before that?
How do we know
Time.
that?
Don't
Yes,
check
we
it.
do.
What are you
Yes, we
talking
do.
about?
Your biggest atheist scientists believe that.
don't laugh at it. It's not as simple
Look,
as you
the universe started from here. I'm asking what was before that.
How do you know the universe started?
In no way have we ever seen, observed, found absolute nothing. We've tried to test this.
What was the time and date of the universe started?
good.
What was the time and date of the universe started?
Good. It was
What does it say?
3:24
With respect,
Monday.
what does it say? When did the universe start?
I'm going to come to the argument of infinite, yeah? We know it cannot come from nothing. Let's go with infinite. Let's suppose the brother's saying the universe was there before, yeah? Brother, does infinite exist in the real world?
I think the universe is.
You believe the universe is infinite, yeah?
I think it.
Okay, if
My gut says this.
your gut, yeah? Okay, but let's not trust your gut, let's trust
Okay.
our logic.
You asked me.
Okay, if we had an infinite amount of planets, and I took 2 planets out, how many planets do we have?
Let's talk about the universe. So
Okay, I'm
I
talking
said
about
I
the
think the universe is infinite. I'm talking about planets.
Okay, alright, no problem. We have infinite amount of universes. If I take out 2 universes, how many universes do we have?
Okay, it's kind of play on words.
Not really.
Infinite minus 2, whatever, yeah.
No, infinite minus 2 is a contradiction. When you say infinite,
Exactly.
infinite is forever. For you to say minus 2 or plus 2, it's not infinite, it's a contradiction, it's a
Relates to
paradox.
nothing at all.
So infinite doesn't exist in the real world, because if I said I have infinite amount of bananas, by the way I give bananas because I like bananas, yeah? Infinite amount of bananas. If I took 5 bananas out, how many do you have? Our atheist friends will say infinite minus 5. If you added 5 bananas, infinite plus 5. That's a contradiction. When you say infinite,
God infinite.
we're going to come to that. We're going to come to that. Good question. It cannot come from nothing. It cannot be infinite. Can it create itself? Can the universe create itself?
I think the universe is infinite. I think it's eternal.
No. We just deal with that. You said infinite. We said to infinite doesn't exist in the real world.
We're going to ask you, is God infinite?
But that's another question. We're going to come
Why?
to. We're going to come
Because
to.
what if I call God the universe?
Brother, we're going to come to that. What you said, we will come to that. But let's first understand if there is an evidence to a creator. We said it cannot come from nothing. It cannot be infinite. Infinite doesn't exist in the real world. The second 2 arguments that we have is it's either created or it created itself. Can it create itself? Can the universe create itself?
I don't know nothing about the
Okay, for infinite, for the universe to create itself, it has to exist and not exist at the same time, right? That's a paradox. That's like saying my mother gave birth to herself. She has to be there and not be there at the same time. So it's impossible to say the universe created itself. It's impossible because it has to exist and not exist at the same time.
It could be in a different state. I don't know. Man.
No problem. Where's the
You're
evidence
making
for
some
that?
deep conclusion.
No, I am, but bro, you're telling me it can be a different state. Where did you get this from?
I don't know.
Shall I give it to you, Ali? Shall I give it to you? Yeah. Oh, okay, because I wanted to bring this all day for you. Okay, so Alan Guth, you may not have heard of him for the cameras. Alan Guth is the father of inflationary theory. That theory explains perfectly with a huge amount of evidence how the universe came to be. Okay. And if you rewind that theory, it brings the universe down to something very, very small. So this is the man to speak to when we talk about inflationary theory and what might have happened at or before the universe. I quote, and I've got it on video here, and there's the video and there's the actual time. He quote, "I don't know if the universe had a beginning. I suspect the universe didn't have a beginning. It's very likely eternal, but nobody knows." So the claim that theists come along with saying that cosmologists or scientists say the universe has a beginning is false. Okay, what scientists are saying, their overriding view is we don't know whether the universe had a beginning or not, but in our view, it's very likely eternal. Now we could investigate and say, Mr. Scientist, Mr. Guth, why do you think that it's eternal? And they would give you probably some scientific explanation that none of us here standing here would understand. But their colleagues would understand it, and now they could say, now I understand why you say that.
Can I address that?
Please
Can
do.
you read that out again, please?
Sure. I don't know if the universe had a beginning.
So can I read it? Where
Please.
Yeah?
Go ahead. The top one.
Please listen carefully, yeah?
Please do.
We have a scientist who claims inflation theory.
Inflationary theory, yes.
And there is other scientists that believe the universe began to exist, yes?
I'm not aware of any.
If they
Rob,
give the date
Rob,
wrong,
one
you-
second, Rob.
But if there are, there may well be some out there.
There is. We've got scientists who believe the universe began to exist. We have scientists who are now coming with information theory, yeah? The universe was one piece, then it expanded again.
Scientist. I'm
Let's
giving
see-
you the top guy.
Okay, let's see what the top guy says.
Go ahead.
I don't know if the universe had a beginning. Look at the beginning. He goes, I don't know. And he's making a theory, yeah? By the way, this is a scientific theory which other scientists oppose otherwise. First thing, I don't know if the universe had a beginning. I suspect.
Yeah, because he knows a lot. and
One
he knows
second,
there's a lot.
please understand the words here. I don't know, I suspect. What kind of evidence is I don't know, I suspect? He's come with a theory. Theories in science changes. By the way, theories.
You don't want to finish it?
Oh,
You
sorry,
only
sorry.
did half of it.
Okay, sorry.
You do the
Sorry.
rest.
I suspect the universe didn't have a beginning. It's very likely eternal, but nobody knows. Let's keywords. I don't know, I suspect, very likely. These terms here are not scientific within itself. For a top scientist to come and say, I don't know, I suspect, very likely,
Makes them a very good
is-
scientist, my friend.
According to you,
Makes
because
them a
you're the
very
same
good
person who's been
scientist.
telling us
The
nothing
more
from
you
nothing
know,
comes.
the more you realise you have left
brother,
to know.
Brother.
The more you know, the more you realise you have left to know, my friend.
Brother, can I've spoken to you 2 months ago, yeah? Okay, so now, we know that what he gave to us, there is scientists that oppose that. And he's coming with a theory. Theory can change. 100 years ago, they believed the earth was flat. They came and said we're wrong. Science, that's the reason why it's the theory.
That's why he's a good scientist. He says he doesn't know, my friend.
Brother, I'm confused with you. I spoke to you 2 months ago. You said to me you're a Muslim. Today you're coming. Yes, you did. Me and you, we talked down that road.
Yeah, of course we do.
And what did you say?
The universe had a beginning.
No, I said that I find a lot of value.
I'm confused, brother. I spoke to you face to face over there. Anyways.
Ali, look, I
Moving
didn't say
swiftly on, yeah? We said it cannot come from nothing. Infinite doesn't exist in the real world. Can it create itself? No, it can't. So it has to be created.
What has to be created?
Simple. The universe.
No, it doesn't have to be
Yes, it
created.
does.
What does the word created mean?
Yes, it does.
What does the
Sorry,
word
Gary.
created mean?
When I hear semantics.
No,
What-
but you
what
are
does the word
giving,
mean?
you
No
are giving
semantics.
all this rhetoric.
So guys,
I know you're nervous.
So guys,
because I've now turned up.
Gary, I'm nervous.
Yeah, I
When
know
you
you're
come
getting
up, of course
nervous,
I'm
but relax.
Of course I'm nervous.
I'm going to take it easy with you.
Nervous. I'm not
I'm
nervous.
going to take it easy with you now. Go on, let me listen to this. I'll
moving
give you
on,
5
moving
minutes to talk and I interject.
What we said, right? Can it be infinite? Can't. Can it?
Yes, it can. Yes, it
It
can.
can't.
Yes, it can.
It can't.
Yes, it can.
It can't.
Yes, it can.
It can't. It can't.
Ali,
It
why
can't.
can't it be
Guys, it can't.
Why?
Brother,
Ali's
because
right.
if you minus
infinite.
two-
Okay,
yeah, that one.
infinite amount of bananas. Take 2 bananas out.
You can't take 2 bars
Why
out of
can't you?
infinity.
Why can't you?
Because it wouldn't be infinity.
Why can't you?
Everyone's going to pray. You're going to pray as well?
Carry on.
You cannot take
How?
2 bananas out of infinity.
Who says that?
You cannot do
Who
that.
says that?
Because it's infinity.
Gary, who says that?
Because it's infinity.
Gary, there's no
To
such
use
thing
the
as
word infinity
Gary,
means what?
please.
What's the word infinity
Please,
mean?
Gary,
What's the word infinity mean?
Gary, please.
Come on, Ali, I want to hear this. What does the word infinity mean?
Gary.
To be honest,
Because
Gary,
you- because-
you
because
and
this-
Sarah, I'm not going to waste my time with.
This thing
Gary,
about
it's
taking
simple.
2 bananas
It's
out,
simple.
you've been
It's
saying that
simple.
for 3 years.
Yes, and you haven't answered for
Give
3
me
years.
something else.
And you haven't answered for 3
You
years.
can't take 2 bananas out of infinity.
You have no other option but to say it's created.
No, you
other
can't. No,
option.
you know.
No
You
other
can't
option.
say
Ali,
that.
let's set this comes
That's why you get upset.
God infinite.
No, you
Now,
can't say that.
Thank
No.
you. Now the question is asked. So who created God? Valid. Okay. Now before we address that, you need to accept that there is a creator.
No, there's not. No,
Then
you
why
can't.
are you asking me this
No,
question?
you can't.
Hold on.
Why are you asking me
No,
this
you
question?
can't.
Why can't I accept that
Because I've given you.
there is a creation?
No.
Why
I've
don't
given
you say there's a
I've given
creator?
you the evidence.
Well,
You
I
haven't
accept there's a
addressed
creation.
it. Brother.
So who
I've
created
given you the
it?
evidence. Have you addressed
The
it?
creator and the creation are one.
You need to accept that there's a creator to ask me who created the creator.
Well, say it.
Can you listen? Let me ask you, when you're dealing with words like this, you have to define the word they're using to make sure they understand what they're using.
Now,
The word creator means what? Ask what deal with me. Ask what it means. What's it mean?
Irrelevant.
What's the word? It is 100% relevant.
Why can't the
Irrelevant.
creator
Do we know
and
it
the
started
creation
to
be the
exist?
Tell me what the
same
word
thing?
Do we know
creator
it
means.
started to exist?
No,
Simple.
it doesn't.
You can't run anywhere.
No.
Gary, your
Tell
iPad
me
won't
what
help you
creator
today.
means.
You can't run away.
Ask him
You
what creator
can't run
means.
away, Gary.
And that's gonna
1,
get
2,
it.
3. I'm asking for you guys.
Ask him what the
You have
word
no other
creator means.
option. No other option.
Alright, should we ask you find out what creator? The word creator means
Gary.
a person
You
or
talk to
thing
yourself. You
that
talk to
brings
yourself.
something into
That's
existence.
my claim evidence one.
So, is Allah a
claim evidence
person
two.
or a thing?
My claim evidence
Person.
The DNA.
Is Allah a person or a
DNA.
thing?
I don't
The
have to
DNA.
different. Stick to your thing. It's God.
No. We've done that. I've come. I said, no. only explanation is created.
No,
You
it's
can't
not.
run
No,
away.
there's no
You can't run away.
That's not
You can't run away.
That's the explanation that Harry Potter will give you.
My second evidence.
No,
Look,
they
my
haven't
second
given any
evidence.
evidence.
My
Start
second
with- stay on
evidence.
number one.
The DNA,
No,
the first cell.
Start with the first
cell.
one.
Please.
No, we
Guys,
haven't got
guys,
past
how
that
did
one.
they-
What was the first one? Sorry, what's the beginning of the universe? Was the beginning of the universe your first evidence?
We missed that completely.
Yes.
He said what? The universe are missing. No, what did he say?
Listen.
He knows
He
the universe
believes
began
black
to
people
exist.
inferior.
You began to
Yeah?
exist.
Okay.
Right. Can you go by the scientific model and say,
Can you give me the time and date?
Can you show me where the universe began to exist?
One second.
Danny, can you give me the
Show me
time?
evidence.
No, but Gary, don't ask him science. Don't ask him
No, I
science.
haven't asked him science.
No, you
Show
have.
me where.
Don't ask him
Now-
science.
Let's go by the
Now
scientific
we're
model.
gonna
Let's
Danny,
go
what was
science.
the time and date?
Let's speak. See why you guys get
Let's go
agitated?
by the scientific
Because
model.
there's
Is
clear
this
cut
the model, Ali?
evidence. There's clear cut evidence.
Ali, is this the
Clear cut
model you're
evidence.
going by?
Clear cut evidence.
Is this the model you're going by, yes?
Clear cut evidence.
I
Right, let me
apologise,
see the
ladies.
beginning.
You hijacked it, but I was,
Anyway,
we were
quantum
chatting, so I'll chat to you again, but
Guys,
I apologise.
guys.
Change in energy.
Yes.
A change in energy.
Yes, okay.
Quantum fluctuation.
Gary,
It doesn't say begin.
Gary, you fluctuated.
There's no
Your
word
energy.
say
Your
begin
negative
here.
energy. Thank you very much.
It began.
Guys,
Quantum
we
fluctuation.
show that evidence, so don't come and say
Pray.
to us
Look, you
that we
need
don't have
to.
evidence. We are going to go pray.
I know
Guys,
you're going to pray.
We have to go pray.
Ali,
Yeah?
next
Especially
time.
when you came.
I told you next
Like
time.
I said before, it's
Don't
clear.
come out with these
We
two
have
words.
evidence. We have evidence.
Here's the evidence
Even
here.
the DNA, the first cell. Where did the first cell come from?
Listen, let's not
Where did
forget
the
about
first cell
that.
come from?
Let's deal with your
Where did the first cell
universe
come
first.
from? Where did the first cell? We deal
Where?
with that.
Okay, where
That's
did the
done.
sperm come
Where
from?
did the first cell come from?
Where did sperm come from?
Irrelevant.
Where's sperm come from?
Irrelevant.
According to the
Irrelevant. I'm
Quran,
talking about the
it
first
comes
cell.
between the rib
The first
cage and
cell.
the backbone.
Irrelevant. There
Where's
you go.
sperm come from?
Irrelevant.
Well, that's what if you can't answer that,
Nowhere in
don't
the
ask me about
Quran does Allah
DNA.
say the sperm comes from the backbone. Nowhere.
Nowhere? Hold on. He said nowhere.
Exactly.
He said what?
Exactly.
He said
No,
nowhere,
look,
right?
It's nowhere.
Remember his words.
It's nowhere.
Yeah, it came from the rib
Ejaculated
and-
fluid.
I'm backbone. Watch.
Anyway, guys, this is what happens.
No,
when you
no,
get
no.
atheists hard,
Stay.
they
Ali,
panic.
I'm not an atheist.
There you go.
Stay.
There you go. Make your mind up, brother.
Stay,
1 minute
stay.
you're Muslim, 1 minute you're atheist.
Right, Quran, heritage here.
I swear, 1 minute he's Muslim, 1 minute he's atheist.
Heritage
I don't
here.
understand
For the
you.
camera.
I don't understand you.
86.
Anyways, guys.
He created fluid.
Guys, have you seen it for yourself now? When they are cornered,
From the
when the evidence
backbone and
proves,
ribcage. Backbone
I
and ribcage,
suspect,
Ali.
likely, I don't know.
Backbone and ribcage in the Quran. You said it wasn't
What
there.
does Allah say in the Quran? When the
Backbone
ignorant
and
address you,
ribcage.
say words of peace.
Backbone and
Salaam
ribcage,
alaikum.
Ali. You said it wasn't in the Quran.
Anyway, guys, move
You
swiftly
better
on.
pray for revelation,
Yes,
my
yes,
friend. Why did that take so long, guys? That took a long time to get rid of it.